Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for attending to our call. Muito obrigado por estar conosco, né? A gente chamou e está aqui conosco. We called you and you're here with us. She's Hellen Aregbesola. She is the OLOKUN Agbaye, and we thank Olodumare for making this possible today. We thank you for honoring our call, for coming here today. We appreciate. Thank you very much. And before we say anything at all, please, our Juba Akoda, Adeyinka, our Juba Asheda, our Juba Olaiya, our Juba Ojuwalo, our Juba Otajulo, our Juba Oyunu, our Juba Ishedi, our Juba Washi. Mi ò tó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, iṣẹ́ irúmọlẹ̀ là ń ṣe, à ń gbé iṣẹ́, à ń gbé ohun tí àwọn bàbá wa fi sílẹ̀, à ń gbé lárugẹ ni. A ní pé aṣọ àwọn àgbà mọ́lẹ̀ o. Lójú wa ṣe o. Ẹ ṣeun. Ìyá wa, ìyá Obabinrin Olókun Agbaye, orúkọ ńlá gidigba ni. Olókun Agbaye. Orúkọ ńlá ni o. Yóò máa ju yín ṣe o. Ẹ̀là Àyíyán Olókun Agbaye. Àyíyán Olókun Ajé Àgbáyé. Olókun kẹ́jìzé. Àyíyán do mar. Né? Em geral, mar, Imoja e demais poderes da água. Está conosco aqui, Virozia, está conosco aqui, nossa rainha do mar, Aje Salugar, Ajawawariu, a filha Washington. Aqui conosco é Obabinrin Ajeolokun Agbaye. Káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí. You're welcome to this program. We welcome you.
Thank you.
Brazil is welcoming you. I'm not just welcoming you. I'm welcoming you. And Brazil is welcoming you. Isheshe in Brazil is welcoming you.
Thank you.
Yorubas in Brazil are welcoming you. Isheshe in Latin America are welcoming you. Thank you very much for honoring this call.
Thank you.
Before we move ahead, if I should ask you, who is Hellen Aregbesola and who is Obabinrin Ajeolokun Agbaye? Para começar, eu vou fazer uma pergunta para ela. Quem é Hellen Aregbesola? E também, quem é a rainha do mar Ajé Mundial, conforme o título dela? Ela vai falando e eu vou traduzindo em português, para que todo mundo nos acompanhe, né? É show. Chegou aqui, a Monte Brasil, não. Diga uma saudações, né, aos brasileiros que estão nos assistindo também. É show.
Okay, I may not understand Brazilian language,
But
I
you can
understand.
speak in English. Pode falar em português, inglês, que eu vou
Yes,
traduzir
I
em
understand
português.
English. So, good evening, everyone. Thanks for watching. Adiabusi Yakoyi, Eraje
Àṣẹ,
Jeo,
àṣẹ,
Eraje Mu,
àṣẹ,
Eraje No, Eraje Lo.
àṣẹ,
Ajo Odushina Leyi Lai o. May
àṣẹ
Aje not
o,
leave you. May Aje stay with you and
àṣẹ,
be
àṣẹ,
your servant.
àṣẹ o,
Mm.
àṣẹ. Then, who is Hellen Aregbesola? Quem é o Hellen Aregbesola? Quem é Obabinrin
Okay.
Ajeolokun Agbaye?
Hellen Aregbesola, the simple, caring, loving person. I went to um, nursery school, Gideon International Nursery and Primary School. Then from there, I went to Gideon Primary School. Then I went to
Okay,
FGGC Busa. From there, I went to LAG, where I studied this
okay,
admin before I
okay.
entered the church. Then Obabinrin Ajeolokun Agbaye is also caring, loving. He's dedicated to Isheshe. You understand? She likes the truth, and she just loves Isheshe.
Love Isheshe.
Yes.
With your name here. Ah, ela está dizendo que ela teve a formação dela como uma pessoa normal, né? Esteve na universidade, ela se formou em uma das melhores, né, universidades da Nigéria, e desde então ela tem servindo a função, né, ancestrais, né, que ela hoje é coroada rainha do mar, né, diz ela. E agora eu vou perguntar para ela quem realmente é ela, que o nome dela já carrega Hellen Aregbesola, que é o Obabinrin Ajeolokun. Now, what I'm saying is I'm going to ask you now, who actually is Hellen Aregbesola? How come you are Obabinrin Ajeolokun Agbaye? How come about this title?
Okay. Hellen Aregbesola, like I said before, is a caring person, a loving person, and I went to school with the hope that I'll be working with the certificates. But along the line, I found myself doing different things. You understand? I started with a modeling agency. I was handling models. I was giving them jobs and all that. From there, I wasn't satisfied. There was something I was looking for. You know, I went on to open a fashion house, a real fashion house. You understand? I did that
Okay.
for some time. I still was not satisfied. I went on to manage a club.
Okay.
I still was not satisfied. Then I went on to I was also singing. I had a band. I was also singing at that time. You know,
Okay.
there was something missing inside of me that I was looking for. You know, I couldn't place my hands on it. No, I was just wanting more. I was wanting more. So I went ahead to manage artists.
Okay.
Before the artist, I ran a spa.
Okay.
I had a massage club, you know, so
Okay.
and I was making lots of money from there, but still I was not satisfied. You know, so I decided to manage artists. Before then, I had a restaurant at a bar.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
I was still looking for what I was looking for. Then I went to manage artists. You know, all this well, there was something I was looking for. You know, when I was managing the artist, let me tell you a brief history about my family. My grandfather was the ruler. Should I say ruler? Yes, I call him ruler of
Okay.
Olokun in my where I come from. I come from Alaja in Delta State.
Okay.
So my grandfather was the ruler. He had 30 wives, meaning
Wow.
30. Yes, meaning 30 rooms. You know, And when I lost my grandfather, they gave it to one of the children. He ruled for some time and he died. So they had to share it from one room to the other. And when they gave it to the next person, the way, he ran away. Then the next person too ran away. And we discovered that the same thing was killing them. You understand? They all had heart problems.
Okay.
And kidney problem. Their legs will swell and all that. So when they gave it to the next person rejected. They got to my father, and he rejected it. When they came to Lagos to tell him he was the next ruler and all that, he rejected it. So same, he now the same. He was ill for some time. The same illness. No difference. He had the same illness. So he died. Then we took him to Delta State for the burial. Of course. Because they said that he couldn't the thing, couldn't take Isheshe. Meanwhile, he was groomed for that position.
Okay.
He was groomed for that position, really. And me, when my father and my mother got married, they couldn't bear children on time.
Okay.
So they went to look for a child. They went to ask to look for a child. Then they had me. Now, when he died, we had to pay fine. The way tradition is. We had to pay fine. We had to do some rituals before they allowed him into the compound. So while they were burying him, when we were doing dust to dust, when I put sand, you understand, in the grave, that was all I knew. Until 2 weeks after that, I opened my eyes. Then that scraped my head. They call it initiation. That scraped my head. Some people who know me call me Nawata Kacha. You understand? He said Nawata Kacha. Because one woman was so happy. You understand? The one very elderly woman that was happy. She was saying she wanted everybody to know. She was saying Nawata Kacha. If we when we were going to the market, if you said anybody say I can't see you Nawata Kacha. Because I was so angry and I was quarreling with them. So, don't mind that, man. I want to catch them. That was how I did the rituals and everything. I brought the Olokun to Lagos. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So that was it.
So how long have you been actively involved, working as a concentrated?
While I was doing those businesses I was doing, I can tell you I had Olokun at home.
Okay.
I had Olokun at home, but I didn't. I just believed, okay, I had Olokun, so I had it, and that was it. I just kept it at home. At the time, I'll just go there and talk to it. Okay, please, Olokun, give me this. You give me this, I'll worship you. If you give me this, I'll do this. You'll give me like 10 million, for example. Then I'll just go away and start doing business. I will not go back to Olokun. 6 months or 3 months after, the money will be owed, the money will be spent. You understand? I'll go back again. Until I did last one, the artist management. Then he was so angry. You understand? I didn't. In fact, people were. I lost 3 cars in a day. You understand? People were really shouting. People I was owing. It made me owe. It made me owe a lot. So people I was owing were just making noise everywhere. Until the day I said, okay, look, let me even sit down. Let me even sit down and worship you. Let me sit down and serve you. Before everybody now kept quiet. I had to pay at my own time. Nobody dragging me for money anymore. I paid at my own time.
So, como ela está dizendo aqui, para os brasileiros que estão nos assistindo, ela está dizendo como que ela entrou, ela já era desde pequena, nasceu dentro, e as pessoas já falavam, né, que ela entrava naquela coisa né, espiritual, a qual você já sabia, de uma certa forma, que ela ia se dedicar ao Olokun. né? Quando ela cresceu, ela chegou na cidade de Lagos, ela chegou com o Olokun dela. E ela ia sempre perguntava para o Olokun o que ela queria, que ela gostaria que ela ganhasse. E o Olokun sempre atendia, né? Então, chegou a hora que ela entende, não, já é hora de assumir a função do Olokun, de começar a trabalhar, né, a ajudar as pessoas, né, que realmente querem ser o Olokun também, né, que é o Olokun, ela está dizendo que não é o Olokun Aje, está falando da Ajeolokun, né, e desde então ela tem funcionando, tem trabalhado nessa área e hoje ela é a rainha Ajeolokun, né, e agora eu vou perguntar para ela, para que ela, né, nos explicar mais um pouquinho a diferença entre Ajeolokun, Iyalaje, Ajeorixá e essas coisas, essas dúvidas, né? E a gente já tem um IA, que é o AG mundial, né? A gente tem também o Ajeolokun, que é o AG lá do mar. A gente tem também o AG, nós temos também o Exu-Alajê, que é o AG que é através do Exu, Exu Lalu. Então, ela vai nos explicar para que ela possa, né, chegar a essa função realmente dela também, que é o AG dela. Então, my question now is, you are Ajeolokun Agbaye.
Yes.
We have Yeye Alaje Oodua. We have Ajeorisha. We have which recently they had their own worship there somewhere around Abekuta. We also have Ishualaje Ajitakotabo. Now, please, would you put us through one or two things, one or two understand, so we can know the exact Ajay of yours, because we interviewed Ajay Obabinrin Ajeolokun Agbaye, and is your Ajay linked to the one of Ijoparapọ̀? Like I know you have Ijoparapọ̀ of where you worship, and you are based. You're not even based in Nigeria. You are based in Benin Republic, Cotonou,
yes,
where you function as where you hold your own program with the worship. Can you tell us more about Ijo Parapọ̀ in Benin Republic and how come you are now in Benin Republic, I mean Cotonou, which is not even Nigeria, and with your name I can see you are even linked to Yoruba or that kind of a thing, and you speak a fluent Yoruba. Definitely you speak other languages too. And I can, with your experience, with what we have discussed, I know that you're also if I priest somehow too, if I'm not mistaken too, you know. So tell us a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about how come you are in Benin Republic. And
okay. Okay, let me go. Let me tell you how I became a priestess. Ajeolokun Agbaye.
Yeah.
I belonged to one group at a time, of Olorishas in Lagos. Then I was in Lagos. I belonged to a group of Olorishas.
Yeah.
They, of course, they're looking for how to go higher and higher. So we met the owner of the Olorisha Parapo at Ashile Agulawo,
Okay.
Jami Eleku, you know. Then,
Okay.
I was the coordinator of the group because I'm
Okay.
learned. You understand? And
Okay.
where I like people to be happy. I'm sure all the local children want people to be happy. So that's when they were going to Obajami's place, Obajami Letu's place,
Okay.
So I took all of them in my car. I took some of them in my car and we started the bus. Being someone
Okay.
who likes someone likes people to catch phone. I bought them wine,
Okay.
red wine, the beating. you know.
Okay.
So after the meeting, they said I should wait. You know, and I was wondering why I was asked to wait. I waited anyways because there was still traffic at that time. So I waited. At the end of the day, Oba Eletu asked me if I'm an Oloisha. And I said yes. You know, said okay. Then the pabi, they did the pabi. You understand? They broke
Okay.
cola, you know. And he said, what Orisha do you have? I said, Olokun. He said, okay. They broke cola. And they made me Oba Ajeolokun in 2015. You
Okay.
understand? Now, that's how I became Oba Ajeolokun. Then after then, I wasn't comfortable with Lagos anymore. So I went to Benin to
Okay.
live in the Republic
Okay.
and to establish myself. You know, that's how we established
Okay.
Igolo Shapara for Atiasaglawo in Cotonou.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So that's
You, you mentioned about Eletu. How
yes.
come you met him somewhere and he prepared and discovered that you are ordained to be this, to be that? Tell us a little bit about him. How come he's already a king in
Yes, yes. He was
in
already
the
a king.
practice?
He was already a king when I met him. We met at Abeokuta, then we went to look for him at headquarters. Our headquarters here, number 13, Related Street, Aja.
Okay, ok. And como ela está dizendo agora, né, que ela encontrou um rei, que já é o rei, né, que após o encontro e descobriu que ela já é uma pessoa ordenada a ser rainha do mar e foi feita os necessários e descobriram que ela realmente merece, né, coroada, né, foi feito umas rituais conforme determina. Agora isso deu ela essa possibilidade de hoje que ela é situada em Cotonou, um país vizinho da Nigéria, né, na comunidade Yorubá lá, que é Cotonou, está em Cotonou, que é República do Benin, um país francês. Lá que ela tem o programa dela, que ela tem as pessoas dela, e ela tem onde que elas fazem os cultos delas, como o Olokun, bem perto do mar. Please, I'll just, I'm there to speak with the Brazilian audience too, because I know they're gonna, yeah. Like where you are right now, you have your own worship center.
Yes, I do.
Yes, where you have your circle of worshippers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So, but
Yes.
my question is, how did you decide to stay em Cotonou? O que te levou a um país vizinho? E quem são as pessoas que who are your members? And what is the name of your worship center? And you have any link? Because we have several other Olokun, and you have any link with any of them? And since you've been doing this, can you count progress? Can you count success? Can you say I've been able to put joy?
Okay.
No, yeah, the achievement is putting joy into the life of your members. And what is the name of your worship center, and where exactly are you located in Cotonou?
First, let me answer the previous question.
Okay.
the previous question, you asked me what kind of Aje I have.
Yes.
I have Ajeolokun, Ajeoja,
Okay.
and Ajefa. You
Ajefa.
understand? Yes, Ajeolokun, Ajeoja, and Ajefa. And Ajeoja and Ajefa have Eshu Aje. You understand? So, and Eshu Aje is very witty. You understand? But it's still Eshu. But it's just Eshu Aje. All he does, all you do there is ask for money. You understand? All you do there is to ask for money. That's the previous one. Then now, my temple. My temple is Ajeolokun Worldwide Temple. Ajeolokun World Temple.
Ajeolokun World Temple.
Yes. That's a worship center. Ajeolokun World Temple. That's a worship center.
But the worship Aje. No, try and be explain to me better. I'm a little bit confused. No, Aje, you know Aje Takotaboni. I like you just mentioned now. Ishwalaje, you know, and if we check from the real point of view, Aje is feminine. You know, it's
yes,
Uluweri and Olokun. You know. Now tell me one thing. I'm a little bit not getting right. Not getting right. You know. Like you are based in Benin Republic, you are based in Benin. You're placed from that place, and you have your worship.
yes.
Worship. You when they come to worship, they worship what?
Olokun
Olokun
has a separate worship day. Then Aje has a separate worship day. You understand? So they worship Olokun, then Aje.
They worship
Do you understand?
Olokun.
Yes, and Aje. They have Olokun has a separate worship day. Worship day. Aje has a separate worship day.
No, I'm still a little bit not getting you very well.
Okay.
Please tell us Aje. Explain to me Aje. Explain to me Olokun. Tell me one by one. Aje. Then Aje Olokun. Listen, I'll ask 3 questions. I'll ask 3 questions. Aje, yes.
Separate.
Olokun.
Separate.
Then that's a separate question. Then you now tell me the link. But you are Obabinrin Ajeolokun.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm saying now. Obabinrin Ajeolokun. That means your Aje is linked with the Aje of water.
Yes.
Aje Olokun, Aje of Olokun.
Yes.
Am I right? Now, explain this to me. Explain this. That is the little bit
okay. If you go by palace history, are you hearing me? If you go by palace history, they say Aje ni Omo Bibi no Olokun. Aje is the child of Olokun. You understand? That's what they tell you. But other stories will tell you Aje worked with Olokun for some time. Do you understand? Then Odufa will tell you Aje was came from somewhere and made Olokun rich. Do you understand?
No, they will say. You tell us from your own version. Now you are Obabinrin Olokun Aje. You tell us from your own. This is a question for you now.
Different versions. That's what I'm going.
Okay.
Aje worked for Olokun for some time. You understand? Aje worked with Olokun and Ara. Do you understand?
Okay.
And Ara is whatever you want to do. Ara. You get? So Aje was working with Olokun.
Okay.
Worked with Olokun for some time. So Aje.
But what is Olokun?
Aje Olokun.
Come, let's take it from this point. This is interactive. What is Olokun?
Olokun is the owner. Olokun is the owner of this planet. The owner, that's the owner of the bank on this planet. He's the owner of wealth. He gives wealth. You understand? He was one of the archangels that came to rule this planet.
Olokun?
Yes. Came to rule this planet, which is bank. And it's Ako Anabo. Ako Anabo. You have male. It's an androgynous deity. You cannot say it's male. You cannot say you can say it's male. You can say it's female. Androgynous deity. It's both male and female. You understand? Where I come from in Delta State, that Olokun is male. This one you see in Lagos that doing that does is female.
But where you from your place, Olokun is male.
Yes. Any water that has Olokun and is quiet is male. The one that does is female.
So that's how you know. So Olokun is Takotabo.
Yes. Depending on how it appears to you. Depending on how it appears to you. You understand? It depends on how it appears to you.
It depends. But what does history say of Olokun? Like if I ask you a question now, what's Olokun? You tell me from your place is male. From the one in Lagos is female.
Female, yes.
But the one you worship is what? You worship the both?
Both. I have both. I worship both.
There's a question here for you from Chief.
Okay.
So what is Iwinlola deity link to Olokun? Tell her what is Iwinlola?
Iwinlola's deity link to Olokun is Iwinlola is like Aje. Is one of the servants of Olokun. You understand? He goes to bring wealth. If you ask Iwinlola for anything, he gives to you. You send Iwinlola to Olokun, then he brings anything you ask for from Aje, from Olokun.
What is Iwinlola?
Iwinlola is like Yemoja. That's Yemaya in where you are. You understand? Yeah. It's Yemoja. But anything you ask from Iwinlola, he gives you. Anything. What?
Iwinlola.
Yes.
Iwinlola.
Yes.
Listen, I'm beginning to see another. Listen. Iwinlola means in Yoruba means Iwin spirit. Lola, the source of spiritual whatever. How come Iwinlola? Who gave that name Iwinlola? I'm hearing for the first time.
Iwinlola. Yes.
Okay, Iwinlola.
Yes.
How come about that name? Who gave that name?
I got it from. That's why it came with me from the village. You understand?
From the village.
Yes, my grandfather was a ruler and was also a spiritualist, a herbalist. And those times they used to dafa too, So Iwinlola came from there. Ifa gave Iwinlola that name.
Ifa gave Iwinlola that name.
Yes.
Just a minute. Let me explain to my Brazilian worshippers or listeners. Iwinlola. Now you're talking of Iwinlola and let me speak in Portuguese a bit. Ela está dizendo que Iwinlola uma deity, uma espírita que adquirida através do Ifá, né? Que ela está dizendo que a J se divide em dois, que a J é fêmea e masculino, que é a água, que é o mar, que é tranquila, é fêmea. O mar, que é o barulhento, é o masculino. Então, quando você vai curtindo, quando você vai cultuando a J, que é o Olokun, que é a rainha do mar, tem um fêmea e também tem masculina. Então, ela está dizendo que através dessa revelação que deu a ela, a família dela, que veio essa colocação dela hoje, né? Dizendo que ela cultua ambos, tanto fêmea quanto masculina. Qualquer pergunta, pode perguntar. You ask now. I'm beginning to see it from another point of view now. From your parents, from where you are from. There's a question here for you. A Brazilian is asking a question here from you. This is from Vandelea Ricardo. She's greeting you. The Brazilian saying, "Oh, Axé. Seja bem-vinda, a querida Vandelea Ricardo. Seja bem-vinda. Pode fazer suas perguntas, que ela está aí para explicar. Ela está dizendo que tem o Olokun, tem a J, em duas vezes. A J significa prosperidade, né? Prosperidade em língua portuguesa. Que quiser fazer pergunta para saber um pouquinho mais, ela é a rainha de AG, que é o Iemanjá e diversos orixás do mar, né? Então, quer uma pergunta, pode fazer suas perguntas, que ela vai falando, que eu vou explicando. Então, there's another one for you here. People are coming in. Brazilians are talking. That one from Ifa Bukumi Adewale. Olokun femininity should never be questioned. You know, thank you very much for your contribution. Do you have anything to say to that? Olokun femininity should never be questioned. What he's saying right now is she's opposing your I mean, the person is saying that Olokun is feminine, and there is no
Olokun is an androgynous deity. Is an androgynous deity. Anybody who worships Olokun knows Olokun is both male and female. Yes.
Olokun is both male and female. But
yes.
He's saying that if I Bukumi Adewale, he's saying that Olokun is both male and female.
That's why I mentioned palace history. Everybody, you have the right to believe in whatever you believe in. You understand? Olokun is either male or female. Where I come from, Olokun is either male or female.
Yeah, he's saying that Olokun is one of the female orishas that are tested to in many Ifa verses. Anyway, if you have if you can put us the verses where where Olokun is just female, we would like to share it with our audience. Thank you very much. Ifabukumi Adewale, you are doing so good. I enjoy your response. Now, Yewa, tell me a little bit about this Inwilola. I think Ifabukumi is coming on that question here. He's saying, okay, there's a question from Brazilian here, Vandelea Ricardo. She's saying, o Ifa é jogado como uma preparação do futuro, caso os acontecimentos previstos sejam negativos. Como podemos nos proteger? Ou é fato certo de acontecer? She's saying that she's asking me a question on Ifa here that if if you check something for somebody and they say it will happen to that person, is there any possibility of uh, changing? Yes, averting something from happening, or it will definitely happen. You know, that's what she's asking on. She's asking on Ifa, actually. I don't know if you.
If they say something will happen to someone, there's always a solution. You know, if Ifa says, okay, this thing will happen, there's always a solution. There's always a tutu. You understand?
Okay.
They'll say tutu to avert the thing. You understand? So there's always a tutu to avert it.
Okay.
It doesn't have to happen that way. Yes, there's always a tutu. It's only the person doesn't listen. Person listens, they should know that there's a tutu to avert it.
Okay. Yeah. If Vandelea, ela está dizendo aqui que sempre tem a forma de evitar, sempre tem bom para fazer para que isso não aconteça. Quando ela é revelada com fatos, ela é revelada com cura, né? Se a pessoa segue realmente o que sempre haverá a forma de evitar, né? É só quando joga, aparece alguma coisa, faz a própria pessoa que é o babalaú, o babalorixá que joga, vai te avisar, tem que fazer isso para evitar, né? E sempre tem cura. Nada é certo assim. Se você realmente busca a forma melhor de evitar para que isso não venha a acontecer. Obrigado. We are. There's also a response from Tesuke. Yes, thank you for sharing this. Please, what is Olokun Soriki? And what SFA tells the story of Olokun? Anyway, tell us what a lot of questions are coming in, but just tell us Olokun, the Olokun Soriki. You know.
Olókun àjẹtì. Ọkùnrin dúdú. Olókun àjẹtì ayé. Ọkùnrin dúdú tó ní eyín funfun. That's one. They say Olókun ṣẹ̀ní adé. Ọwọ́ ayanrìn kówó sí. Kówó sí. Inú àpò ẹni kókó owó wa sí o. Má wá ayanrìn kówó wa sí o. You know?
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your response. Ajawa Wario. Thank you very much, Tess, okay, for your question. And please tell us a little bit about how do you conduct your worship there in Cotonou? How do you
how we conduct our worship? You know, Olokun is pure. You have to have a pure heart. You know, your hands have to be clean to be an Olokun worshiper. I would compare. No offense meant to. I'll comparison. Compare. Don't say I said it, but I'll compare Olokun to the worship of Christ. You understand?
Okay.
It's orderly. It's orderly. You understand? Okay. And it's not. You don't have to make noise. It's quiet.
Okay.
And orderly, except Olokun wants his worshippers to dance for him or for her. You understand? Then let me go into this aspect. Some people, Olokun does not take blood. Olokun does not take blood. I know people they'll kill an animal, maybe agbo or cow, and give the blood to Olokun or give the head to Olokun. No, Olokun doesn't accept blood. He takes his or her things in whole. You understand? Olokun doesn't accept blood. No. So back to the worship. The worship is orderly, pure, like okay, like church service. You know, you sing hymns, would would pray. You understand, and we pray and worship. That's just it.
Okay, but like you have said now, Olokun, how do you Olokun does not take blood. Olokun does not take, like you have said, Olokun does not take all these things you have and you are Obabinrin Ajeolokun Agbaye. But I can see
Yes.
it's a double position now. You're joining the two together. And you came up with Iwinlola. You brought Iwinlola from Iwinlola. And Olokun is Olokun is man and woman.
Woman, androgynous.
And you are saying that Olokun, when the water is cool, is what? Is a man or woman?
Man.
Man. And when the water is it
goes up and down, it's female.
That's woman. So where do we find the one? What? So in Benin Republic, where you are based, do you have both of them there, the man and the female?
No, we have the female one. We have the female one in Benin.
Okay, but which one do you? But you worship the boat, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
So and the two, both the female and the male, the both take same worship manner.
Yes.
Or
yes, the same thing, the same worship manner. Yes.
Then how do you worship them? Tell me. If I want to worship Olokun, how do I?
Is it if you want to serve Olokun? You want to serve Olokun?
Yeah.
Or worship?
Yeah.
Is it serve Olokun?
Yeah. If I want to serve Olokun, I want to worship Olokun. Tell me now. If I come to you now, how do I know if Olokun is I have to worship Olokun, or I have to serve Olokun? How do I? Just take me as a novice. Somebody just coming into it.
Olokun likes sweet things.
Sweet things.
He likes sweet things. Sweets, Fanta, biscuits, you know, pineapple, spaghetti, coleslaw. You understand? That's what Olokun accepts. Now, if you come to me that you want to serve Olokun, maybe you want to go to the beach per se, I will ask you to buy cloth, all these sweet things, spaghetti, normal, ordinary spaghetti, ordinary spaghetti. We'll make coleslaw, Fanta, honey, sugar, and we'll put Yagbe, and Yamagba. We'll put Efun. You understand? We'll put Efun in it. We'll tie the cloth, and then we'll put Fanta. We'll also take powder and perfume. So we'll carry the tied cloth to Okun. Well, the person who's serving the Olokun will tie white wrapper, and we'll powderize. Let me call it powderize the person. You understand? Then they go with him or her with drums to Okun. That way you call Olokun and the person will pray, and we'll sing and dance in front of the beach. That's how it's done.
Oh, that is done.
But if you do it at home, if you have to do it at home, maybe you have a date, you have a worship, a contact point. What we call it contact points. We'd also do the same. Yes, and that person doesn't have to go to the beach. We also do the same there. And we use Obi and Orogbo to ask questions.
We are able to ask questions.
Yes.
How do you do that?
Obi. We'll break cola and cola nuts now. Break cola and break cola nuts. And used to ask. Maybe.
And it will be
Sorry?
reviewed. And it
Yes.
will be reviewed to you immediately.
Yes.
That's interesting. My other question here is a lot of questions are coming in for you here, and that's asking me many questions here on what's the difference between in Ile-Ife they do Odun Aje, and they have Yalaje. They have Yalaje, Odun Aje, Yalaje. And your own Ajeolokun. What is the difference?
Between the Alaje.
Yeah, there's Alaje, there's Aje they do that Kabiyesi Onirisa, Mujuba or Towo. That's what they do there. Aje
ain't fair. And the Aje I do is same thing. You understand? Yes, the difference between the title and titles is just she is Iyalaje, the mother of Aje. You understand? Then I am Obabinrin Ajeolokun. She's mother of Aje.
Okay.
That's the difference. But the Aje they worship there is still the same thing.
Well, do they worship it? But they don't worship their own going to the seaside. But
No, it's because of Olokun we go to the seaside. It's because of Olokun we go to the seaside. It's not because of Aje. Okay, Aje is worshipped. You understand? Aje is worshipped in the temple. We go to the seaside because of Olokun. He asked me how we worship Olokun, how we serve Olokun. I told you go to the seaside. But Aje is done in the temple or your house.
Okay. There is this thing we normally say in Yoruba, yes. Oluwari, I think it's water and is there any link Aje and water?
Like I said before, I said to me, Aje was Olokun's worker. Okay. You understand? So there's a link. And you can also find Oluwari. You can find Oluwari at the beach. You know, you understand? Okay. Come to Olokun. Yeah, so it's correct. You can say Akiwajeti ni Olokun.
Okay. There's a question here. Like somebody, Chief African Lawal, he said it is interesting that churches and other religions tap into the energy of Olokun, nature at work, and the need for peaceful coexistence between all religions. Ibalokun, Ibalodumari is greeting you. It's then Tess Okay here is saying thank you, Yeye. I hope to visit Benin Republic soon. Please, what is the relationship between Olokun and Yemoja?
Olokun and Yemoja. We have Yemoja Olokun. We have Olokun that belongs to Odo Ogun. You understand? Okay. And we have Iwinlola.
You have Iwinlola. What is Iwinlola? Yes. Like, if I have to be sincere with you, I'm hearing Iwinlola for the first time too. Though I had it before, but I've never taken it so serious like this. But now I'm taking it serious for hearing this thing here. You know, it's I think you have to elaborate more on it. Iwinlola, is it from Yoruba or from how come that name?
Iwinlola is an Obo deity. It's from Obo. Iwinlola is an Obo.
But Yoruba now, how come Yoruba speaks Yoruba? Is it? Yes,
Ifa has been since God knows when. You understand? So our fathers used to consult Ifa priest and all that. That's how Iwinlola came about. You understand? And Iwinlola is one of Olokun's servants. One servant that is very close to Olokun. You understand? It's just it's somebody who you if you want anything, you would ask. You know, okay, if we're not at the beach and the person comes to the temple, or maybe Iwinlola is somewhere, you could ask Iwinlola to please go to Olokun. You have to say to it that you have to go to Olokun and get me this. Go to Olokun and get me that too. And it will be done. You understand? It will be done. Yemaja is quite different from Olokun. And Iwinlola is different from Olokun, but Iwinlola is Olokun's servant.
Iwinlola is Olokun's servant. Then Yemoja is what?
He's also Olokun's servant.
Olokun's servant.
Yes. And you also have one. You have Yemoja Olokun. You also have Yemoja in Odo Ogun. You understand? That's different. But Iwinlola is Olokun. He's Olokun's servant, mainly Olokun's servant, and Aje.
Okay. Yemoja. Tell me other Olokun servants. Other Olokun servants.
Ara. Yes. Okay. Ara is Mufedara. Mo fẹ́ ṣe this yes. Mo fẹ́ ní òkìkí, mo fẹ́ dára. Mo fẹ́ wọṣọ, mo fẹ́ dára.
Okay. So Iwinlola, Ara, Yemoja, they are all Olokun servants.
Yes.
They're working for Olokun. And they are the ones that also distribute Aje, isn't it?
Yes.
I can see you are also initiated into several other Orisha apart from Aje Olokun. Would you like to say torí kò sí èyí tá à ń ṣe tá à bá fi tèṣù ṣe láàlóbìnrin oko èṣù aládé ní ká rúbọ èṣù Yorùbá wọn ní you have anything to say about èṣù aládé? You have anything to
Yes, it's still issue, but issue alage just brings money. You know, they say Olokun lo lowo, èṣù ló ń pín. Olúwa lo lowo, èṣù ló ń pín. Ọ̀ṣun lo lowo, èṣù ló ń pín. You understand? So èṣù yẹn has to be there. You have to when you worship Aje, you worship the èṣù. Kí èṣù yẹn kó wá lè pín kan èèyàn. Kò ní pé bí àyè máa fetí gbọ́ lásán. Kò ní rí. So if you worship Aje and you want the Aje to come to you, they have to worship the Eshu. Or they have to serve the Eshu.
So in your temple there you have how you serve you have Eshu Aje there. Now eu vou tentar falar em português um pouco para os que estão nos assistindo em português. Ela está dizendo que tem Iwinlola, tem Yemoja, tem também Ara, que são os servidoras, né, de uma certa forma, a Olokun, que é o maior. E eu perguntei para ela sobre Aje, aquele que é cultuado na cidade de Ifé, onde ela falou que são iguais e que ela cultua ambos, que só que Yalaje, aquele que é o da Ifé, que ela é a mãe né? De agir e é espetada e nada está sendo feita que não seja pela, né? Né, por consentimento, né, da lei e fé, que é o beijo da humanidade. E ela está dizendo também que é importante cultuar Exu, porque a prosperidade que é a G, ela venha, mas quem distribui é o Exu. E tem que estar sempre cultuando o Exu, que ela é situada em Cotonou, República do Benin, onde que tem a maioria também são Yorubás, não é Nigéria, onde elas cultuam lá dentro o templo dela, esses orixás, né? Adi e demais, né? Ela também explicou como que é feita a coisa dela com o mar, né? E que se atravessa as coisas doces que elas costumam entregar ao mar. E depois desse daí vão representar de maneira certa para que seja bem cultuada, né, conforme o ensinamento, né, a determinação do Ifá ou dela. Obrigado. So now let us talk about yourself. I think you've been able to. I've taken you far from the from the your what is the you the other time you showed me you showed me you know, and you spoke of Erin Logun. You spoke of your. Did you learn Erin Logun too? Did you learn Ifa too from?
No, I did. I didn't learn Ifa. I didn't learn Ifa. I'm not an Yaunifa.
Okay.
We have Ifas. We have Yaunifas. I only learned Erin Logun.
Okay, but you learn Erin Logun.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have
So, what?
you have somebody to mention that would have helped you along the line that's about Lurisha, Baba Oluwo, that have helped you along the line to bring you more to while you are doing your
one woman, Omamomo Edafianga. She's from my place. She helped me. Then system is Korodu. He was my teacher. You understand?
Okay.
Then Babegba was also my teacher.
Okay.
Yes, those people. And Ele Tutu taught me something.
Lot, okay. So we in Brazil, we thank the ones that have helped her. Adeyinka Olaiya, myself, I thank others that have helped her. Àwọn tó ń gbé ìhun táwọn bàbá wa fi sílẹ̀ tó ń gbé lárugẹ. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o, yóò máa ju yín ṣe o. Pàtàkì ibẹ̀ jù ní ká má jẹ́ kí ohun táwọn bàbá wa fi sílẹ̀ ká má jẹ́ kó kú. Àwọn tó ń gbé lárugẹ níwájú lẹ́yìn lọ́tùn lósì. Irú ọmọlá máa gbẹ́yìn náà lárugẹ o. Nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe ní ṣe lásán o. I use the point to thank all àwọn olúwo ìyá wa àwọn tó ti ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ láti lè ṣe ohun tó ń ṣe lénìí. Yóò máa ju yín ṣe o. Thank you all very much. Thank you. I'll just say something very clear to you. Here in Brazil, we are live for decades. Isheshi is practically something that is beyond what you can imagine. The practice of Yoruba religion, Yoruba language, Yoruba culture, Yoruba tradition here in Latin America, in Brazil, is exceptional. Do you think that one day in Nigeria, nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, do you think that we can be very proud to be cultured, Yorubas. Do you think that one day a Yoruba person can walk in the street in Yoruba land the way you are dressed? This manner you are beautifully dressed and walk in the street of Lagos, in the street of Ijebu, with this way you are dressed with pride, and that person can be applauded? Or you think we will still be in this situation where we only do it in the hidden, we only hide because of the possibility of being lynched by society? Do you think one day Nigeria will move forward and they will embrace this culture, just the way you are doing in Benin Republic today?
Well, everything takes time. Everything takes time. But it takes a lot of work. A lot of work. A lot of coming together of Olorishas. You understand? To do this kind of thing is a lot of work. It takes a lot of discipline and a lot of work. For it to happen, a lot of Olorishas have to agree. They have to agree. If they take off greed, if there's no greed, because most things in Nigeria is about money. Most things, it's like the Olorishas, they do things for money. But if they can come down and live in unity, and if there's love, which is the most important commandment, love your neighbor as yourself, they will get there. But some people don't want to. Some people can't be seen this way because they say oh my God, we have you, because we have lots of Olorishas who beg for money on the streets. So an Olorisha would not want to dress like that for them not to be seen, or for them not to be considered a beggar. You understand? So it takes a lot of work. If those beggars can be taken off the streets, yes. If they can be taken off the streets, they'll get there.
Because today you are based in Benin Republic, in Cotonou, where we know that Isheshe is serious. Isheshe is taken very serious there, and they do it very well. Though they have their own. Today, Brazil is seen as if we are not even careful. Nigeria will have to come to Brazil to learn how to be Yorubas. Yes. If you are not being careful, Nigerians, the Yorubas in Nigeria, will soon start coming to Brazil to come and learn even the Yoruba language they speak in Nigeria. Because today the language is practically getting out of importance in Nigeria. Do you think that Nigerian government, what do you think Nigerian government can do? I mean, the Yoruba land can do to keep this culture, this tradition alive? I can see the way you are dressed, beautifully dressed. You can see the way, I can see all what I put here. This is the joy in our land. This is what we have. Do you think one day we can walk in the streets of Lagos? Do you think this problem is from the Olorishas? Or what? Now, from your own, I'm asking you about 4 or 5 questions now. From your own Ijoparakpo there that you own there, what are you doing now? Or if you're not doing it now, what do you think you can do from your own part to get this thing better?
Number one, we're talking about government. Let me talk about government first. Though they are doing it, but they've not done it enough. Yoruba has to be taught in schools. Culture, Isheshe, has to be enforced in schools. Do you understand? Then talking about Yolorisha, we can do seminars. We can do seminars. Go from place to place and do seminars so that people who are coming in would know the truth from what some people are teaching. Do you understand? If seminars are done everywhere, the whole Yorubas will know the real thing from what is not. You understand? They'll know the real thing from what is not. So you'll be proud to dress like this in public. And if those beggars are taken off the streets, because those beggars have yasale, they have yasale, they have you won't believe they have ID cards. They have ID cards. So when police arrest them, their yasale will go and collect money. The yasale collects money from them every day. They deliver. They take their own commission from whatever they get. Then they can be taken off the streets, and it says it's enforced in schools. And Ijolo Ishapako does seminars, open seminars everywhere. No, we'll get there.
Thank you very much for this interesting interview. If I'm opportune, I'll keep here for the whole day. It's quite interesting, and I hope when we call you again, you will listen to us. You come back and tell us more. You have anybody to greet? You want to say hello to your members, to your worship center, and tell us how can they contact you if they want to hear from you. If you have any site, you want to mention your site, you want to mention your place of worship, so that they can contact you, they can get in touch with you, and they can learn more from you. But you've made a promise here that we can get better. And I will take it as a challenge to you that see what you can also contribute from your worship center, so that Isheshe will continue, so that the struggle will continue. I've interviewed several Olorishas here, and many have promised to continue fighting till our tradition. We have beautiful tradition, not just Yoruba. You have the Yoruba, we have Shekiri, we have Ijo, we have even the Afar from the Igbo. We have all these things that are interesting. Let them remain. Don't let us throw them away. So from your part too, I would expect that when next I'll call you here, you tell me I've been able to do this, and I've been able to bring back what is very important for our people to know in this tradition. I know you want to greet somebody. Say hello to them before we.
Okay. I'll say hello to Chief Africa Lawal. Hello to everybody who's been sending messages. Hello to Obabinrin Ajeolokun, my worshippers, my fans, my friends. I say hello to you. You can get me on 070 89 45 45 37.
Your contact is let me see, 2 3. Can I put on the board?
Yes.
4, let's see. You see, 2 3 4. What? 2 3 4 80 70.
89 45
9
45
5
45
070 89 45
45 37.
57. Okay.
37.
37. Okay. 37. It's 07089454537.
Yes. Then On Facebook, it's Ajeolokun Agbaye.
Ajeolokun Agbaye.
Yes.
Okay.
On Facebook.
Ajeolokun Agbaye. Let me see. Oh, that's interesting. Ajeolokun Agbaye. This is the contact +23470894535 3537.
4545
Exactly. Then Facebook.
Ajeolokun Agbaye.
Facebook is Iwinlola.
Yes.
Iwinlola. Thank you very much for that. And that is Ajeolokun Iwinlola.
Yes.
So that is our contact for whoever want to. Para quem queira, quem vai querer depois entrar em contato com ela, para saber mais, pode entrar em contato via Facebook dela, Ajeolokun Iwinlola. Também através do telefone dela, que é 234, que é o internacional, mais 234 7089 454537. Para quem quer saber dela, aqui também estão mandando da Suíça para você, aqui lá de Suíça, c'est Balo do Mari, from Switzerland, saying hello to you. Okay. You have, I'll be sincere with you that I'm quite impressed as a journalist. I'm quite impressed.
Thank you.
And I hope that when next we meet again, we will talk more and more and more. I also visit your temple. Olodumare will do it, and when I visit Cotonou, I visit the temple. Share room already. You might do washi.
I shall.
I will have to. We have to end the program. I think we've been on air for over an hour now.
Wow.
Para quem quer fazer mais a pergunta para ela, pode entrar em contato através do número do telefone que eu coloquei aí na tela. E também o Facebook dela, Ajeolokun Agbaye, pode entrar em contato e conversar com ela para saber mais. Ela já explicou as diferenças entre o Olokun, Aje, Iemonja e demais. Ela falou que o Olokun é tudo, e o Iemonja e demais são tipo servidoras, Olokun. E eu também falo que existe Aje, que é o tipo, feminina e masculina, E também que o Olokun são duas, que é o fêmea, que é o masculino também, Então, ela está dizendo que os dois, ela cultua os dois, que quando o mar é bem tranquilo, porque é homem. Quando o mar é bem barulhento, porque é mulher. Então, para quem quer saber um pouquinho mais, pode conversar com ela pessoalmente. A gente agradece a participação de todos os brasileiros que estão conosco e espero que na próxima a gente pode contar mais com vocês. Esse programa é para tentar levar mais um pouco a tradição e religião de matriz africana, para poder interligar tanto na Nigéria quanto ao do Brasil. Obrigado aos brasileiros mais uma vez eu vou me despedir de vocês, né? E até o próximo programa. Muito obrigado. Iyawa Obabinrin Ajeolokun Agbaye, Hellen Aregbesola yóò máa ju yín ṣe. Àwọn alálẹ̀ yóò mọ̀ dá yín bó ṣe ń bẹ ṣe ń ṣe iwájú lọ́pàá ibi tí ń rèsì iwájú bẹ́ẹ̀ ó máa lọ. Ẹ ṣeun gan. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ bá wa ṣàdúrà ẹ bá wa kí àwọn ti Brazil náà pé tó ń tẹ̀lé yín àtàwọn èèyàn yín ẹ bá wa ṣàdúrà kí ajé kó wá wa rí kí ajé kó fi lè wá ṣe ibùgbé. Ẹ ṣàdúrà fún wa ká tó máa lọ. Please pray for us and I'll tell you one thing. I'm your fan.
Thank you.
I'm not so good.
Thank you.
So
Mojiba Elédùmarè ọba tẹrẹ kárí ayé ọba tó tàn mọ́lẹ̀ bí ẹni tó tẹ aṣọ ọba tó ń bẹ tó ní kí wọ́n máa bẹ tó ní kí èmi máa bẹ tó sì máa bẹ ìbà yín Elédùmarè Mojiba gbogbo ajínlọ pátápátá mi ò lóde ẹnì kankan mo kúnlẹ̀ mo pàkó mọ́ àfojúdi òsì lọ́rọ̀ mi ajé ògùn nísàn oníṣọ̀bòjì àwa yíyálé wa àwa yíyá sílé wa àwa di wá jèrè ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ mi ajé ògùn nísàn oníṣọ̀bòjì ayé ọ sílé wa gbogbo tá a bá pè fún tá a bá rán níṣẹ́ a máa jẹ wa nígbànígbà ìta ìgbé ọba ti náwó àní nọra ń bẹ ìta ìgbé ọba ti náwó àní fọwọ́ rárá ìta ìgbé ọba ti náwó àní sọ pé kiri eléyìí owó tá a bá ti pa náà iwájú ọwọ́ ta tẹ́ síwájú wa yìí àní fi ṣàyẹ̀tẹ̀ ní fi wà ìsanwó ọmọ àní gbọ́mọ gbè kí wọ́n máa fi gbà tá a bá ti gbowó náà àní fi wà ìsanwó tá a bá ti gbowó náà àní fi ṣẹ́jú tá a bá ti gbowó náà òwe la máa fi ṣe. ajé ògùn sọ oníṣọ òbòjì ajé ògùn sọ oníṣọ òbòjì ajé ògùn sọ oníṣọ òbòjì àwa sọ sílẹ̀ gbogbo wa àwa sọ sílẹ̀ gbogbo wa pátápátá àní wọ́wọ́ tí o níre ní wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ àtàrí wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀ wá ní dáadáa ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ẹ ṣeun àṣẹ o ṣeun mo dúpẹ́ o. Agradeço ela. I thank you so much for this program, and we've been able to carry the program in Portuguese, in Yoruba, and in English. Olódùmarè ṣeun. I thank you very much. I hope you listen to us when else we call you. Thank you very much.
Sir.
On behalf of myself, Adeyinka Olaiya, on behalf of Yorubas in Brazil and the Brazilian audience, we thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you very much. Continue doing it. Thank you. I thank everybody participating. I thank you all. Thank you for this program. Till next time again. Thank you.